Havelock Sports Club will be eager to end their decade of pain as they take on Kandy Sports Club at the park in what promises to be their most important fixture of the season. Hello and welcome to the Papare as we bring you live action from Havelock Park. It's Havelock Sports Club playing host to Kandy Sports Club in what promises to be a blockbuster encounter. Both teams have been running through their final warm-ups as they will no doubt be eager to head out and get this game underway. Incidentally, it isn't a game played under lights, and the game is scheduled to kick off in about half an hour or so. But until then, both teams have been going through their warm-ups quite eagerly, and we have no doubt this will be a mouth-watering encounter. The weather looks quite overcast here at Havelock Park. However, we'll be all hoping that the rains stay away. The maximum temperature looks to be at 30 degrees Celsius, and there's no chance that we'll be reaching the minimum. However, a slight wind from left to right from your screen seems to be blowing. However, with the overcast conditions, well, it'll no doubt be great for running rugby, but as I said before, we were all hoping that the rain stays away. Both teams are unbeaten as they head into this fourth fixture of the season for their respective teams, and these are the results from yesterday. Navy Sports Club took on Air Force at Valisara, and that was an extremely close encounter. Fortunately, the Sailors just fell short by 5 points as Air Force notched up their second victory of the Mastercard Club Rugby League season 2024-2025, and of course CRNFC are on their merry way, winning 4 out of 4, and yesterday as well they made quite easy work of Army Sports Club at CRNFC under lights. So CRNFC are warming up well to their title defense. Today it'll be Havelock Sports Club taking on Kandy here at Havelock Park, and of course not too far away from here at Racecourse it's CHNFC taking on Sri Lions, and the visitors there will be desperate to notch up their first victory of the season in their debut season for the Club Rugby League. They have not tasted victory as yet, and they will be quite eager to get a victory to their name. Last week's results, well, we saw quite a few teams notching up wins, and of course it was Army Sports Club who kicked off the week with a 32 point to 15 point win over Sri Lions, and CRNFC, they made easy work out of Navy Sports Club. The game of week 3 was undoubtedly Havelock Sports Club hosting Police Sports Club here at Havelock Park. It went down to the wire. Unfortunately for Police Sports Club, they could not record a victory as they fell short by 2 points. And of course, Kandy made easy work out of CHNFC at Racecourse as that wrapped up week 3 of the Mastercard Rugby League season. It has been an afternoon that has not been too hot, and well, with the overcast skies here at Havelock Park, we'll be hoping that it'll stay the same and just get a bit more cooler as we go into the evening. Before we go any further, can see Mohammad Rifan of Havelock Sports Club getting his box kicks as the fans are flocking in here at Havelock Park. And well, this is a game that we will all be hoping that the stadium will be packed to the rafters. But before we go any further, we will go in for a quick commercial break and be back on the other side with more statistics, team lineups and kickoff.
Hot and spicy fun by Rugby Karanda. Beat a remake Karanda Karanda. Hada with the vowel I am give me a fashion Karanda. Fun Turana Kotumi Kiki Karanda. Prima Kotumi Fantamai.
Catch the Proteas versus Pakistan across all 3 formats with 3 T20s, 3 ODIs and a 2-match test series this holiday season.
Kamuda Machang, Prima Kotumi Fantamai.
Prima Kotumi Fantamai.
I study not just to change myself, but to make a change.
Everyone's end point is my starting point.
Vibe account from Commercial Bank for the youth who think beyond limits.
Kamuda Machang, Prima Kotumi Fantamai.
Prima Kotumi Fantamai.
First and exclusive.
What do they want from us?
We are their plaything.
I'm not supposed to be here, and I'm not staying here. Maybe if I had your heart, you would love me the way he loves you.
Hi, Mason.
I'm your negotiator.
I'm happy it's you. Just have to keep one step ahead of her.
2 objects cannot occupy the same point in space at the same moment in time. If you get into one of my cars, you get in the wing.
First and exclusive. All new on Saturdays.
Prima Kotumi, oh my my. Sunat pela manadam, may full life, phenomenal happening. Real rasa trending, very go hot and spicy rasa king. Prima Kotumi, Fantamai.
Matang Yamuda Matang, 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 Kamuda Matang, Prima Kotumi Fantamai.
Australia versus India, the toughest rivalry. Only on Star Sports Network.
Kamuda Matang, Prima Kotumi Fantamai.
It's time for a showdown with white and red in a scorching summer series where only the fearless dare to tread.
Tony DeSorzi, stop that! You cannot do that!
The powerful Proteas lining up in all their might, challenging Pakistan in a 3-division fight. Catch the Proteas versus Pakistan across all 3 formats with 3 T20s, 3 ODIs and a 2-match test series this holiday season.
Prima Kotumi Fantamai.
It's time for a showdown with white and red in a scorching summer series where only the fearless dare to tread.
Tony DeSorzi, stop that! You cannot do that!
The powerful Proteas lining up in all their might, challenging Pakistan in a 3-division fight. Catch the Proteas versus Pakistan across all 3 formats with 3 T20s, 3 ODIs and a 2-match test series this holiday season.
Prima Kotumi, oh my my. Sunat pela manadam, may full life, phenomenal happening. Real rasa trending, very go hot and spicy rasa king. Prima Kotumi Fantamai.
Catch the Proteas versus Pakistan across all 3 formats with 3 T20s, 3 ODIs and a 2-match test series this holiday season.
Hot and spicy fun by Rugby Karanda. Beat a remake Karanda Karanda. Hada with the vowel I am give me a fashion Karanda. Fun Turana Kotumi Kiki Karanda. Prima Kotumi කොතුමි ෆන් තමයි.
Kamuda machang, prima kotumi, fantamai.
ලෝකයේ වැඩිම දෙනෙක්ගේ විනෝදාංශයක් චිත්‍රපට නැරඹීම. ෆිල්ම් හෝල් එකකට නොගිහින් ගෙදර ඉඳන්ම විනෝදාංශයට ඉඩක් ගන්න. පැය 24 පුරාම කැමතිම හොඳම ජනප්‍රියම හොලිවුඩ් චිත්‍රපට ඇතුළුව සිනමා නිර්මාණ නරඹන්න. එන්න ලොකුම සිනමා පුස්තකාලයට. ඇන්ෆ්ලික්ස් සියල් සපිරි උසස් සිනමා රසාස්වාදය පිරුණු තැන.
The talk, I play the ball, I do it all. Set. You know the name, I got the game, ruling this world with my legacy. Bing, bing, my train, I reign with my energy. Get out your game.
Heroic, he gets all of it.
The biggest bash of T20 cricket is here. KFC Big Bash League live only on the Star Sports Network.
I don't want to go to bed.
Need to press the pause button? Take a Bluey break weekdays on CBeebies.
Yes!
It's a treat for everyone. Peace and quiet. Oh, I mean Bluey. Monday to Friday on CBeebies.
Top T20 heroes have arrived in UAE for an epic battle. DP World Hire T20 Season 3, live from UAE. Starts 11th Jan every day on Antflix.
Just look at them. Oh, the fun they're going to have. Wow.
They're also here for work.
The world's top T20 heroes have arrived in UAE for an epic battle. DP World Hire T20 Season 3, live from UAE. Starts 11th Jan every day on Antflix.
I can't believe I'm in this room.
Thank you for answering my crazy emails.
Australia versus India, the toughest rivalry. Only on Star Sports Network.
Some tests are tough. Some tests are tougher.
That's a cracking stroke.
What a performance by Team India. But the toughest, it's India versus Australia.
Australia versus India, the toughest rivalry. Only on Star Sports Network.
Catch the Proteas versus Pakistan across all 3 formats with 3 T20s, 3 ODIs and a 2-match test series this holiday season. It's time for a showdown with white and red in a scorching summer series where only the fearless dare to tread.
Tony DeSorzi, stop that! You cannot do that!
The powerful Proteas lining up in all their might, challenging Pakistan in a 3-division fight. Catch the Proteas versus Pakistan across all 3 formats with 3 T20s, 3 ODIs and a 2-match test series this holiday season.
What's going on here?
Can't stop! Express!
Coming!
It's Big Thomas! Yeah! They're finally here! Thomas and Friends, Monday to Friday on CBeebies.
Tune in to the Papare, your home for all things sports. Elevate your game with the Papare, Sri Lanka's ultimate sports destination. Elevate your game with the Papare, Sri Lanka's ultimate sports destination. Tune in to the Papare, your home for all things sports. Elevate your game with the Papare, Sri Lanka.
Welcome back to the Papare TV as we bring you live action from Havelock Park. We're just moments away from a kickoff in this blockbuster encounter. It's Havelock's Sports Club hosting Kandy Sports Club, and no doubt this will be the most important fixture for Havelock's Sports Club in this league season, as I have Sabir Kader alongside me in the commentary box. Sabir, well, the fans are filling in and we are no doubt going to be treated for a great game of rugby, aren't we?
Absolutely, indeed. Very good afternoon, very good evening to all our viewers watching this live coverage of Mastercard Interclub Rugby League. We'll have a look at the top try scorers in this league so far. Nirosh Pereira of CHNFC with 5 tries, Dhanushka Ranjan with 3, Jayathu Rajaratna from 3 from the home team of today's game, Dinal Lekanayaka, the Kandy speedster, with 3, and the Adisha Veeratunga, former Isipatana player playing for the Red Shirts, also have 3 tries as a top try scorer list. And talking about this game, Romario, yes indeed, it is going to be a mouth-watering clash. All eyes would be on Havelock Park, and moving on to the top try scorer, the man will wear the number 12 shirts today, Tarinda Ratwatte, and with 65 points, Samuel Madhuanta with 30. There's a huge gap, 35 points between the first and the second, and the Air Force Iddamalgo, the veteran, with 29 points. Murshid Zubair, the CRNFC fullback, with 27, and Janit Sanjamal of CHNFC with 27 each.
Massive gap between number 1 and number 2, and if either of these teams are to make an impact, no doubt one of these players will have to put their hands up, and they will also no doubt have to bring their kicking boots out, because we all know what points and what sort of pressure points on the scorecard can do to your opponents.
Great to see the numbers filling here at Havelock Park, and Romario, it's going to be a battle against attack versus defense. We witnessed last week in the same venue Havelock's magnificent defensive work where police could have won that final battle. It was almost 20 to 25 faces. They managed to keep that, but today can the consistent become in favor of the Park Club? It's all about defensive work. Who's going to make those margin for error very small, very less? All those tackles will be counted, all those forward passes and unforced errors will be counted, especially the penalty. If you give a penalty with the 3 points, anything inside your own half, and mind you, Nigel Ratwatte, Tarinda Ratwatte, both are capable kickers, and why not Shahid Zumri as well?
Indeed, and Shahid Zumri, he will be one proud youngster to be pulling on the Kandy Sports Club jersey and returning back to Havelock Park, where he played pretty much all of his school rugby here at Havelock Sports Club grounds, and of course his former teammates flocking in to witness him start a game for Kandy Sports Club. His debut start, of course, as fans continue to fill in here at Havelock Park. Both teams will be extremely eager to head out and get their first touch of the ball, because nothing can beat that, as we see the dignitaries of Havelock Sports Club. As you rightly said, Sabir, I think the Havelock Sports Club defense, well, they will have to turn up and turn up good if they are to make Kandy pay, because the Kandy Sports Club attack has been sublime, and especially their backline.
Also, going back to the conditions, Romario, you did mention about the weather forecast. I think Kandy, they have bought not only the fans to Havelock Park, they also have bought the Kandy weather. Very much overcast, and there's a breeze coming from left to right on your screens. So it's going to be fatigue factor comes obviously in the second quarter. But this game, it's not under lights, as you can see. It's overcast condition, very cloudy. Typical December, January weather here in this island nation of Sri Lanka. But Kandy, both teams unbeaten. Havelock Sports Club won the league last in 2013 under Henry Terrence captaincy. The man who is now is the assistant coach and the forwards coach under Fazil Marija's Kandy.
Yes, indeed. Well, Terence Henry will no doubt want to make an impact in his season as he moved into the coaching ranks of Kandy Sports Club alongside Fazil Marija, of course, the legend from Kandy. And as we see the Kandy Sports Club team sheet, Sabir.
Yeah, Malita Vijayasundara, Dilshad Farid, Milan Veerasinghe in the front row combination. No changes in the first tight five as well. Tilna Bandara and Chatura Soisa in the lock combination. Chaturanga, Vevela Pandita and Dahan Vikramarachi in the loose forwards. And former King Suryan, Heshan Jansen and Nigel Ratwate combining in that halfback combination. Dilan Ekanayaka in the left wing and Tarindra Ratwate and the debutant who's starting this game as a debutant, Shahid Zumbri.
DS teammate Jayaduraja Ratna and Samuel Madhuwanta rounding off the run on 15 for Havelock Sports Club. In the replacements, rather, it's Charna Sendanayaka, Pereira, Silva, Vikramarachi, Christian Delisle, Vanniyanath, Hettiarachi and Pereira rounding off the match day 23 for Havelock Sports Club.
Of course, we can't forget the coaching assistant by Salia Kumara have been done a great service to these men in pink. And he himself, being a former Havelocks and Kandy Sports Club player, knows the condition, knows the opponent really well. And would be interesting the first 10 minutes, Romario. And on social media, I see that do not score try. First try against Kandy Sports Club. They will hit back you at hard.
Yes, indeed. Well, all the teams who did score against them first, they did not end on the winning side. But this is a completely different game, a new game and a new opportunity for Havelocks and Kandy Sports Club.
Absolutely, indeed. It's time to make a mark on this performance for the home team. This is a real tester. Both teams won 2 games apiece, and more importantly, going into 2025, the first game for these 2 teams. And I'm sure both teams looking for that big W. And match officials for today, Callum Sandharwan will be the main man out at the middle. He'll be assisted by Sarath Madugalla and Tarindu Pereira.
Plenty of pressure on the shoulders of the match officials as well, as both teams have headed out. Tarindra Ratwata, the highest point scorer of the season with 65 points, sitting pretty on top, as Havelock Sports Club just ended their final huddle, and we are pretty much in all readiness to kick off this blockbuster encounter here at Havelock Park. It's Kandy Sports Club taking on Havelock Sports Club. The home team have plenty of pressure on their shoulders as they take on this star-studded Kandy lineup. But having said that, they are playing at home and they know the conditions well. They know every inch of this Havelock Park ground, and there will be no doubt hoping to make that one count. In all readiness as Sandesh Jayavikrama puts it deep into the 22, collected by Heshan Jansen, and straight away to Dina Lekanayaka as Kandy Sports Club opting not to kick, and first penalty goes the way of the home team, Sabir.
Early on, they would fancy those chances to get the points on board, and 3 points on offer, but great piece of work at the beginning. Kandy showing some attacking power, attacking mindset on that occasion. They were trying to create a couple of plays and then perhaps to kick out of the red zone. But Havelock's defense doing so well. This is where it's going to be decided. The discipline, number of penalties, and the yellow cards. Those are crucial in this game.
Indeed, Kandy Sports Club just trying to show their attacking prowess. However, penalized. Now Samuel Madhuanta off the tee, and that's the first points of this crucial game here at Havelock Park. It's the home team leading 3 points to nil.
Samuel Madhuanta, it's always within his distance. Of course, the man, he was on red hot form when he was playing for St. Anthony's up in the hills, even with that 60-meter drop goal. If you're following Sri Lanka rugby, everyone would have known that. This is the starter of the game. Sandesh Jayavikrama straight away into the back, and Heshan Jansen.
Nigel Ratwata restarting proceedings, and straight away under pressure Samuel Madhuanta somehow manages to clear his lines, but that's extremely crucial that Havelock Sports Club, every time after they score points, their exit strategy will be tested.
Going back to that initial penalty, at Heshan Jansen caught the ball and he was in two minds whether to kick or pass. Perhaps he should have kicked that, so the score would have remained nil-all. But here we go, live action with the first line out of the game.
First hit up by Janidu Fernando, taking it and running in straight. Rifan, bit complacent.
Okay.
We can hear the referee straight away laying the law down. Rifan Mohammed just getting a bit complacent and taking a moment, and the Kandy players pounce.
Here's that replay. The scrum of Mohammed sends out to the big lock forward. He goes into contact and he's been tackled now.
Penalty, offside.
And oh, that's looked like a little bit offside by Tarindra Ratwata.
Well, playing on the edge there, and this time around, however, Tarindra Ratwata and Kandy Sports Club have been awarded the penalty, and straight away to the post, Tarindra points.
Well, it doesn't matter whether Tarindra Ratwata is offside or not. The offside was given from that line out incident.
The knock on, Sabir, it was knocked on, and then the player was the player who was in front played the ball, and hence the penalty goes the way of Kandy Sports Club.
Thank you for the corrections. Here we go. First opportunity. We are still in the 30th minute, and if you look at both the penalty shot, Romario, Samuel Madhuanta literally took only 20 to 25 seconds in the first penalty, whereas Tarindra Ratwata taking around 40 to 45 seconds. You have a minute time. So it's all about every second counts, you know. You need to kill the time, especially for Havelock Sports Club.
Tarinda Ratwatta off the boot, hits the upright. And the ball, has it been recollected by Kandy Sports Club? By the looks of it, it has. Now, here goes their big prop forward, Milan. Kandy Sports Club setting up camp inside the Havelock's 22. Big forwards going on, and the ball has been ripped. Great rip there by Janidu Fernando. And Milan, was it Milan or was it Malitha? Well,
ටීම් එක මැනේජ් කරගන්න නොකෝන් එකයි ඔෆ්සයිඩ් එකයි මම බ්ලෝ කරන්න. ටීම් එකට කියන්න ලාස්ට් warning right. ටීම් එකටම කියන්න මම රෙෆරි කරන්නේ right. ඔයාලා සෙල්ලම් කරන්න right.
referee Callum Sandaruan for the second time in a row speaking to Abdullah Faiz, telling him that there is only one referee here and you all need to play the game.
Going back to that penalty kick by Tarinda Ratwatta, it was pretty much uncharacteristic, unlucky. It hits the left uprights. Havelock's not looking for it, but that rip is a knock-on. Is it a knock-on? Would be interesting to have another replay on that.
Indeed, as Rifan feeds a scrum. At number 8 is Chatura Dilshan, but they leave it to Rifan and he gives it out to Samuel Madhuanta as Havelock Sports Club takes no chances as they clear their lines and get a bit of space to breathe.
Yeah, good work to come out of jail. You don't want to take risk inside your 22. And even last game, every time Kandy used to visit CHNFC, they come up with a point, either a penalty or a try or the maximum 7 points. So they are that threatening in terms of their attack.
Now preparing to throw into the line out. Dilshan Farid hits his target. Heshan Jansen to Nigel Ratwatta through the hands to Tarinda. Good tackle by Shenal Dilaka. However, here's Tilina Bandara, former Air Force player. To the line they go, Kandy Sports Club. Fullback and skipper Srinath Surya Bandara taking it up into contact. But now, back to the line. Massive tackle coming in by Abdullah Faiz, the skipper of Havelock Sports Club. But Kandy still with possession. Here goes Shahid Zumri, tries to break a tackle. However, he's brought down. Kandy Sports Club on their opponent's half, trying to make headway. However, some good defensive play by Havelocks, keeping them under attack. Now to the line they go. Numbers on the outside. Well, Havelock Sports Club penalized for a deliberate knock-on, and Dinupa Seneviratna, well, he will sit in the bin for 10 minutes. How crucial will this yellow card prove to be, Sabir?
Here's that Chaturanga spot of Nigel. Nigel to Tarinda. And here you don't often see a prop forward here, but that is clearly a deliberate knock-on. And you don't want to give a numerical advantage, especially at this starting point. Kandy will take that gracefully. It's going to be another 10 minutes of defensive effort for Havelocks.
Indeed, 10 minutes to put up with this Kandy Sports Club attack. And only time will tell how Havelocks will hold out. Dinupa could feel a bit hard done, but the referee going according to the law, as the line out wasn't cleanly won by Kandy Sports Club. However, an advantage coming their way. Now to the line, to their big forwards.
Tackle.
In the number 8 jumper is Dahan, as he sets things up. Now Chaturanga goes back across the grain, and here goes Tarinda Ratwatta, just short of the try line. The ball has been pinballed and knocked on by Udara Lakshan of Havelock Sports Club as he came to make the turnover. But straight away, Sabir, you can see the numerical advantage and how Havelock Sports Club are struggling to defend Kandy.
It is indeed. There's option for Havelocks, 5-minute line out, 5-minute scrum or line out. In fact, that's for Kandy Sports Club. Let's have a look at this replay. Jansen to Ratwata. He runs and he beats opposite tight head. And lovely draw and pass. Simple basic stuff. Tarin Ratwata, what should have done is to send it to Kavindu Pereira. It should have been an easy 5-pointer, but unfortunately, on that occasion, he had other interest in his mind. So opportunity goes begging yet again, but credits to Havelock Sports Club on that occasion.
Credit should also go to Mohammad Rifan for that great tackle. Sabir there, sweeping across and making the tackle, saving the day. But for how long? Here goes the big Kandy scrum. Brought down, however the referee says use it. Now Dahan. Well, with Sandesh Jayavikram in front of him, he takes it and carries straight and hard. Now to the line. Here goes Kandy Sports Club, and under the post goes Tarinder Ratwat. As well, he won't be scoring. An easier try for Kandy Sports Club.
Too easy. He make amends of what he did a minute ago. This is where Kandy is so outstanding with that set piece scrum. A quick break by number 8. And Ratwate goes under the post, and he will have an easy conversion just under the post. So this is where that yellow card is cynical. This is where the numerical advantage you will have to pay, especially against this champion side.
Tarinder Ratwat makes no mistake from under the posts as he makes it 7 points, and the visitors Kandy Sports Club going to a 4-point lead as Havelock Sports Club, playing with 14 men, have been punished straight away.
Mushin Falil on your screen, and Heshan Jansen. Havelocks have to play in the opposite half, kill some time, get that yellow card back on track.
Now Sandesh Jayavikrama. Similar restart this time. However, Heshan Jansen thinks better of and clears his lines straight away as they bring play back just inside the Kandy Sports Club half. Sabir.
Again, pressure. It's all about the pressure. This is not the start you wanted. Havelocks with the throw in. Former skipper Fajuddin
hits his number 8 at the tail as the skipper goes around the line out. However, massive tackle coming in by Tarindu Chaturanga. Now Sandesh Jayavikrama tries to show and go. However, the gap soon closed on him. Mushin Falil. To the far side they go. Udara Lakshan gives it to Jayatu Rajaratna. He sets things up. Now Mohammad Rifan. Azmir Fajuddin, that is the hooker, takes it up and runs straight. Now Chatura Dilshan. Through the hands go Havelock Sports Club, but yet another pass left behind. And the knock-on goes the favour of Kandy Sports Club. Sudesh Jayavikrama, the guilty party on that occasion.
Yeah, if you look at that replay, Havelock just trying to overdo things in their own half. Perhaps Samuel Madhuanta should have put the ball into the Kandy's 22. Can see the replay. He comes as a first receiver on that occasion. Sandesh Jayavikram on the other hand. Both can kick. Both has played those 10, especially when you're man down. Why you're taking so much of risk? Just play in the opposite territory. It has to be a territorial battle to win this game.
Especially being a man down, need to manage these 10 minutes until they are back to their full complement. Here's Heshan Jansen as the Kandy scrum. Now with an advantage, Nigel to Tarinder. He takes it and runs in short. However, Kavindu is hammered by Chatura Dilshan as he knocks possession. However, the referee goes back for the advantage from the scrum penalty as it goes in favour of Kandy Sports Club.
That was a wonderfully marked from that inside pass. Here's Jansen with a cross pass to Tharin Ratwatte. Kavindu Pereira could not time that catch. And there was not enough gap or space as well. However, the position still in favor of Kandy. And that's not a decent kick either.
Great defensive play there by the Havelock's number 8. Got off the scrum and marshaled that area. That has been a move that Kandy Sports Club have been running throughout this first couple of weeks. And well, that has been a move that has proved quite good for Kandy, but this time around, not so, not meant to be, as Havelock Sports Club somehow picks the ball from the line out. Here goes Janidu Fernando rather, beg your pardon, as Havelock Sports Club. Mohammad Rifan to the boot, to his left foot, box kick, knocked backwards. However, now Sudesh Jayavikrama takes it and runs inside his own 22. Quite dangerous area to be playing the game. However, Havelock Sports Club still secure possession. Now Silva takes it into contact, straight away setting it up, creating a better angle for the kicker, as Samuel Madhuanta puts his foot through the ball and finds a good clearing touch.
That's a wonderful touch finder by Havelock's fullback Samuel Madhuanta. Kandy building momentum with those attacking threat face after face. We still didn't see them working through their backs, and their defensive work been really well. Chaturanga, the man, the flanker.
Now Dilshan Farid to throw into a 5-man line out. Hits his target at the front. Well secured by Kandy Sports Club. Nigel Ratwatte changes the point of attack. However, just catching the referee was Tharinder Ratwatte with his pass. And everyone sees the funny side of that.
Yeah, we don't see that happening often in the game. Here's that move yet again. Lovely line out collection. Heshan Jansen to Nigel Ratwatte. He switches to his other Ratwatte, and the referee comes in the middle.
You can see, Sabir, they are playing quite deep. They need to have space for them to execute their moves, and that's exactly what they are doing. Now Heshan Jansen. Here goes Dahan. Drops it short to Jansen. Number on the outside, gives it to Kavindu Pereira. Great work to collect that ball and stay in the field of play. Tharinder deputizes at 9. Through the hands, here goes Dilshan Farid. Takes it up. Tackles called as Fajuddin has to release. Now Jansen. Nigel Ratwatte gives it out from the back. Here goes Janidu Rajaratna. Ball picked off. Running away. He's been chased down by Dina Lekanayaka, but there's no stopping Jadu Rajaratna as he scores. Havelock Sports Club's opening try. Pass picked off, and under the post he goes.
Oh dear, that pass from Shahid Zumri was well picked up by this try scorer. It was well marked. Of course, they have the numerical advantage, Kandy, but Jayat Rajaratna, the speedster, he was untouched. Here's that replay.
He did take a gamble here, Sabir, by coming in.
You have to, Romario. That's Nigel Ratwatte with that floated pass by Zumri. It was always numbers out wide for Kandy Sports Club to score, but this is the gamble you have to take. It was a right time and rightly paying off 5 points with the conversion. It would have been, it could be 7 points, of course. Well. It's been interesting last couple of minutes. Havelock's turning that defense into attack. And Shahid Zumri, what you didn't see, what I saw off screen is, Romario, we have so many supporters, I think Isipatana players, even they're cheering their home ground here, Havelock Park. And it was, the mistake was done by Shahid Zumri, the former vice captain.
Samuel Madhuanta, he makes no mistake off the tee as Havelock Sports Club goes back into a slender 3-point lead. Beg your pardon, a single point lead as
On.
now Kandy Sports Club with pressure. But we all know what Kandy Sports Club is capable of, as Havelocks have been returned to their full complement of 15 players, but straight away Nigel Ratwat makes a bit of an error. However, ball collected by Senal Silva as Havelock Sports Club opting to play. Now their big forwards setting things up. Mohammad Rifan puts boot to ball. His left foot taken back into the 22. No chance of making anything as another pass goes astray. Jayatu Rajaratna, well, he has collected it as Havelock Sports Club now red hot on attack inside their own half, and an advantage coming. Step in, beat in a couple of men. Dinupa Seneviratna, that is. Havelocks, well, red hot on attack. To the blind side they go. Numbers on the outside. Shem Mendis smashed and brought to the floor by Srinath Surya Bandara. Silva, Shehan Silva, that is. Still the advantage for Havelock Sports Club as the Kandy defense is hitting and hitting hard. Fajuddin takes it. Takes a couple of men to bring him down.
Get back, last foot, get back.
Now Dilshan goes sideways. Rifan to the line. Here goes Havelock Sports Club. Number on the outside. Kavindu Pereira. He gets his arms caught as he's trying to make the tackle. There was a number on the outside, and now decision time for the referee. Well, you can hear the referee asking Sarat Madugal whether there was a deliberate knock on, but he says that it was in the motion of the tackle that the ball was knocked on. As the referee goes back for the earlier advantage as we see the replay, Sabir.
Here's that Reshan to Mushin Falil as the first receiver. Lovely pass, lovely foxing the opposite. Sandesh Jayavikram on that occasion. Kavindu Pereira with a textbook tackle on Samuel Madhuanta. It was just 2-on-1 occasion, just draw and pass, but Kavindu Pereira, one should mention that he's not only that fearsome attacker, he's so good in terms of his defense. And Havelocks have to perhaps stick to that 3 points with this penalty on offer.
Decision time for Havelock Sports Club. Do they go for 3 or do they go for the juggler? But before anything of that happens, by the looks of it, it's Srinath Surya Bandara getting a bit of attention from the matchday doctor. Could Sandesh have just passed that ball a second earlier, Sabir? Because if he had done so, I think Samuel Madhuanta would have had enough time to draw and pass.
For sure, it would be interesting if we can have another look at that replay. But credit must be given to Kavindu Pereira.
Wait. Time is short. Offside.
Time off, certainly that's a right decision. Click all those points on offer and then try to dominate the opposite half as much as you can. Srinath Surya Bandara made a fumble with that high kick. Here's that Mohammad to Mushin Falil, and lovely cutout run by number 23. Here's Sandesh Jayavikram. Yeah, he should have perhaps given a little bit earlier. Kavindu Pereira made no mistake, so as Samuel Madhuanta with these 3 points. 13 points to 7.
Accumulating points against Kandy Sports Club. Well, that would be the call of the evening as we see the replay. Samuel Madhuanta from right in front makes no mistake. 13 points to 7. A 6-point advantage for Havelock Sports Club. However, Kandy still in touching distance. Now it's extremely crucial how Havelocks clear their lines from this restart. Nigel Ratwatta puts in a high restart, collected by Mohammad Rifan, but well, that's high and dangerous by Kavindu. And everyone around, well, they will be having their say as a referee consults his AR. Decision time, and by the looks of it, Kandy supporters, you will not be too pleased with what's coming. Red card as Kavindu Pereira receives his marching orders. And how crucial will this decision be? We're just 20 minutes into the game and Kavindu Pereira sees red for a high tackle on Mohammad Rifan. Thankfully for the Havelock's supporters and the players, Rifan seems to be fine. But Sabir, how crucial will this be?
Dear oh dear, here's that replay. Ratwate with a fine kick targeting the opposite scrum half. And Kavindu Pereira. And here is that hit. Yes, the hand, the right hand swings into the chin area first and then it reflects to the neck area.
Yes,
but according to the letter of the law, referee, I think he made the right decision because that's coming with a force.
Yeah, indeed, and you can see that Kavindu knew that he had made quite a massive error there. Now, Havelock Sports Club, they cannot rest for a second even though they are a man up. As Kandy, well, we know what they are capable of with 15 men. What will they be able to do with 14 as Samuel Madhuanta reaches highest and collects that kick chase. Here goes Rifan, step in, tries to get the offload away. However, just loses it forward in the rush.
First line out.
Great bit of play there by Dinup first of all. However, Rifan will be quite disappointed to not be able to get that offload away.
Line out. First line out.
Havelock's 13 went for the sin bin. He's back after that yellow card, after that deliberate knock-on. And sooner, it was a lovely high catch collecting from Reshan's box kick. Reshan, the scrum half, of course, the player of the game last week against Police.
Yilshan Farid hits his target. Now Kandy Sports Club slowing things down, but just the sack a bit too late by Havelock Sports Club. And an advantage coming for the visitors. Nigel goes to Dahan. He throws a long cutout pass. Another advantage coming. Here's Shahid Zumri getting on some footwork. Well, he seemed to have been tackled a bit high, but didn't really catch anyone's eye. Here goes Kandy Sports Club through their potent backline. Running. Here's their number 7. Vavala Pandita, that is. Now Tilina playing in at first receiver. Pass not going to hand. However, Srinath Surya Bandara, with all his experience, puts boot to ball and settles things down.
Havelock's Kandy rather trying to find that Havelock's hole in terms of the attack. Great defense, and the rest of the 60 minutes will be played with that numerical advantage unless there's another incident comes to the Havelocks. But after all, Srinath Surya Bandara doing what is right to put that kick and play it safe.
Preparing to throw into the line out is Azmir Fajuddin. With pressure, Shem Mendes tracks back, loses the line out. However, the ball is knocked backwards. The home team secures possession. Now Sandesh deputizing at 9. Gives it out to skipper Fajuddin. Skipper Abdul Afaiz rather, beg your pardon. And now Samuel Madhuanta. He puts his boot through the ball and brings play back as Havelocks clear their lines yet again.
Again, another very good kick by Madhuanta under pressure. He was calm and composed on that occasion. Again, looking at the fatigue factor, body language, Kandy They have to re-energize in terms of their game plan, especially one of your key player, Kandy is off right on the 20th minute, so they have to play 3 quarters.
Sabir, if the first 25 minutes was anything to go by, we can see what Havelocks, they have their intentions clear, just clear their lines through Samuel Madhuanta. However, here's Kandy Sports Club. Massive forwards coming in and running straight and hard. However, Kandy Sports Club loses possession. Here goes the visitors, the hosts rather, beg your pardon, through Shenal Silva, Shenal Dilaka. Things getting a bit scrappy here at Havelock Park. Mohammad Rifan to the skipper, Sandesh to Mushin Falil. Numbers on the outside. Now Dinupa tries to get his offload away and does so. Havelock Sports Club. Here goes Mohammad Rifan, step in, beats the last man. But a great tackle coming in by Tarindu Chaturanga, and he saves the day for Havelock, for Kandy Sports Club. Try saving tackle, you could say, Sabir.
Oh my words, we are still witnessing the New Year's firecracker here at the Park Club. What a lovely work. This man is outstanding, sensational. Lovely offload by Mushin Falil. It was picked up by Sandesh Jayavikrama, and he gives it to his halfback combination, Mohammad Rishan, and the lovely stepper against Srinath Surya Bandara. But Tarindu Chaturanga, he was out like a flash. Amazing. This is what all 6 want to do.
Now to the line out. Tilina Bandara at the tail. Collects, but the ball has been sacked, and this time around successfully by Havelock Sports Club. Jansen to Nigel Ratwatta. He clears his lines and gives Kandy Sports Club a bit of room to breathe.
Wow, what a passage we have witnessed. This man on your screen, Mohammad Rifan rather, corrections, and this man was outstanding last game at this same venue against Police Sports Club, the player of the game. And this game, not only his educated left boot in terms of his box kick, but he's been a great thinker. As all the scrum half would like to, he's been there. All that supportive play, outstanding step, great thinking. Quite unfortunate he could not score that 5 points.
10 seconds more.
Wow. Still, would you believe 13 points to 7 only?
Nothing really to separate the two teams, even though Havelock Sports Club is playing with a man up. Janidu Fernando, that is, running straight and hard. Somehow managed to get the offload away. As Havelock Sports Club inside their opponent's 22. Now Chatura Dilshan in the number 8 jumper, running straight and hard. Now Janidu. He's tackled hard by Bandara. Ball recycled. Here goes Havelock Sports Club. Sandesh Jayavikrama puts in a bit of a chip kick. However, the ball beats everyone into touch.
Not a bad option putting that kick, but I'm not sure. Perhaps they could have hold the position, because you are in that 22. Create some faces, put some more pressure. You can always, once you hang on to the position, you can always come up with 3 points or even 5 or the maximum 7. So that's what perhaps they should have done, because Kandy is right now under pressure. It's been Havelock's game last 5 minutes or since after Kandy Pereira's red card.
1 meter gun. Right.
Dilshan Farid preparing to throw into a shortened line out. Tilina Bandara reaches highest, collects Heshan Jansen to Tarindu Chaturanga. He takes it and runs straight and hard, but the turnover goes the way of Havelock Sports Club. Udara Lakshan, that is, putting his head in the dark places, and now the quick tap has been taken. Plenty of action, and the referee has to take a moment to consult his AR. Holding on, says the referee.
Get back 10 meters.
As Havelock Sports Club a bit too eager, you could say, Sabir. They should have just settled things down because they have the penalty. And against this Kandy Sports Club, well, opportunities of this sort are like gold dust.
Absolutely. I don't know how much this 3 points opportunity will cost them at the end of 80th minute. But that time a little over enthusiasm, too much optimism. You can see that after that turnover, even the Azmir Fajrin celebration, he is nowhere near the quick tap being taken. And this is where you need to be a bit smart in terms of ticking that scoreboard.
Tarinder Atvat with a massive touch finder and puts the game back into Kandy Sports Club's half to the orange zone. Dilshan Farid this time around into a full man line out. He prepares to throw. Vavala Pandita rises highest and collects. Maul set up, but some good defense coming in from Havelock Sports Club.
Use it.
Referee calls use it.
Offside. Number 5 offside.
But Janidu Fernando has been penalized for entering incorrectly. And now, from one penalty on their try line, Kandy receives another penalty just away off the 10-meter line. And with that kick, they go into the Havelock's half.
Yeah, literally, they just need 2 penalties to come into Havelock's red zone.
Number 9.
We still have plenty of time remaining in the first half, but that is giving away position in that line out. Havelock's playing offside, which is quite unnecessary. Let Kandy win the position, let them get the ball, let them kick into play, keep the play continuing.
Dilshan Farid this time hits his target. Tilina Bandar, that is. Sack coming in, and the Kandy Mall has been disrupted yet again. Havelock Sports Club. Here's Dilshan Farid. Tackled well and brought down. However, he breaches the gain line. Big prop forwards. Taking it up. Now to the line. Nigel gives it out to Tarinder as he cuts across the grain. Possession secured. Tarindu Chaturanga. Brought down by Mushin Falil. Here goes Shahid Zumri. Step in. Tries to beat his men and he does so. However, just brought to the floor. Now Nigel Ratwatar to the short side. Here goes Dina Lekanayaka. He's bundled out into touch, but the ball's still in play. However, Heshan Jansen just loses it off his face and the ball trickles out into touch.
Again, here's that replay. Great defensive work. Madhwanta combining with Mushin Falil. And here's Mushin Falil. And that offload by Ekanayaka, it's too high. And Jansen knocks it on, and as a result, it goes to the touch. All what Kandy needs to be is one word, Romario: patience.
And more troubles for Kandy Sports Club as Tarinder Ratwatar, their most potent weapon in their back line. By the looks of it, his shoulder seems to be giving him quite a bit of trouble.
Well, interesting. If he goes, the other option is Danushka Ranjan will come into that 12.
Last 5 minutes.
And then we still have 5 minutes remaining, and completely off your screen, he's not feeling really well.
Azmir Fajuddin thrown in to a 5-meter line out. Doesn't hit his target, but the skipper saves the day for Havelock Sports Club. Ball pops out, but illegally, says the referee, as Havelock Sports Club receive yet another reprieve.
Yeah, absolutely. But first of all, if you hear any foul language, apologies. And Havelocks will redeem themselves. They just want to play risk-free rugby, especially in the red zone. Any team would fancy that, unless it's some international class team who fancy them running inside their 22. Here's that long throw. It's more than 15 meters.
Numbers, hurry up.
And the culprit, I think it was the hump.
Four man. 10 seconds. Hurry up.
Into a four-man line out. Prepares to throw Azmir Fajuddin. In back play, Ratwat is still feeling the effects of that hit. Ball goes astray as Kandy Sports Club secures possession.
Wait. First, down.
Penalty goes the way of the visitors, as the referee says that the Jackaller did not support his body weight at first.
Here's that replay. Havelocks won the line out. Good pressure by Ekanayaka. And here's that number 8. Goes to the ground. And yes, the Jackler. First force comes from his forearms hitting the deck.
Now this will be a tester for Tarinder Ratwat. Seems to be in quite a bit of discomfort with his right shoulder. However, he has to put all of that behind him as he lines up this penalty.
If Havelocks would have taken that penalty in the Kandy's half, it's going to be 16 points to 10 perhaps with this conversion or the penalty.
Tarinder Ratwat makes no mistake. Shoulder hurt or not, well, Tarinder Ratwat delivers the goods off the tee.
Absolutely, he just made one mistake, the very first penalty kick, which hit the left uprights, and this time he makes no mistakes. You can't keep out of him action.
Now Havelock Sports Club through Sandesh. Restart in play. Kicks it deep into the 22. Collected by Tarundu Chaturanga. He gives it out to his number 8. Massive tackle coming in, but equally met, as now Nigel Ratwat. Nothing really on, and he puts boot to ball. Collected by Sandesh. Gives it out to Samuel. He surveys his options, cuts back and runs back into traffic. Support players come in just in time as Samuel Madhuanta secures possession. Now Havelock Sports Club just inside Kandy's half. Rifan Mohammed. Chatura Dilshan met with a massive tackle. However,
Play on.
Havelock Sports Club still with possession. Trying to step, that was Mohammed Rifan, but he's brought down with a good tackle by Tarun Chaturanga. Now Shehan Silva takes it up into contact. Havelock Sports Club slowing things down as much as possible. With nothing really on, Samuel Madhuanta puts boot to ball. Dinal Ekanayaka with chasers, and with nothing really on for him as well, he opts to take the direct route and finds a good touch.
It's a wonderful touch by Jansen. In fact, Dinal Ekanayaka, that's almost 40 meter. But Samuel Madhuanta rightly putting that kick into the Kandy half. Again, perhaps that should have done a little earlier. Havelock's trying to play attacking rugby inside their 10-meter mark. Here's Fajrin with the throw-in.
Hits his target, Shem Mendes that is. Number 5 was offside.
Tackle, release.
Tilina Bandara
Release.
wriggles his way through and brings the man to the floor. Mohammed Rifan gives it out to Shenal Silva. He goes straight and hard, does the former Isipatana captain. Now to the line. Here goes Mushin Falil. Throws the long cutout pass. Dinupa Seneviratna with a number on the outside. Steps one. Beats and secures possession. Recycles does Mohammed Rifan. Now Shehan Silva beating a couple of players. Possession goes the favor of Havelock Sports Club. Now numbers on the outside. Here goes Udara. Shows, does not, well, he does get the offload away. Sandesh Jayavikrama.
First roll away. Second away.
The referee not too happy with the tackler who fell on the wrong side.
Last move.
And says that this is the last move as Sandesh Jayavikrama lines up the penalty sabir.
Wow, interesting call. By the looks of it, I think Sandesh going for touch. And I like the way now the Havelocks play. They make those two pods to their left and one to the right and creating overlap. Rathwate on your screen still in discomfort. Srinath Surya Bandara having a word with the referee. This is the final move of this first half of this Mastercard Interclub.
With momentum on their side, Havelock Sports Club decides to go for touch.
Interesting call indeed. 3 points or 5 points. This is the call. Here's Reshan. And Kandy defense on that occasion. He was outfoxed. He was a little offside perhaps. Number 29. Lovely run.
Fajuddin hits Shem Mendes at the front of the line out. Rolled away, and here's the second try for Havelock Sports Club. Lovely front peel by the skipper and Azmir Fajuddin, and he catches everyone out as Havelock Sports Club scores their second try in this first half.
Absolutely brilliant piece of work, but this is a planned move. This is a training ground move, especially in that 5 meter mark. You will often think their driving maul is going to come. Here's that replay. Good hands by number 6, Shem Mendes, and lovely offload over. And Fajuddin, he will take fancy on the opposite 11. That is Dinal Ekanayaga. Quite clearly a mismatch on that occasion, but what a lovely set piece move. 18 points to 10. And the 42 meter conversion is a peach of a conversion by Samuel Madhuvanta. 20 points to 10. What a game we are witnessing here at Havelock Sports Club. And in the papers, it was Kandy. But mind you, there's still 40 minutes remaining. Of course, with a man down for the team who's traveling today from Kandy.
The game is far from over, but Havelock Sports Club going to Lemons with a 10-point lead. Tarinder Rathwat opened the scorers for Kandy Sports Club, and with 2 kicks off the tee, he made it 10 points. But for the home team, it was Jadu Rajaratna and Abdullah Faiz who got over with tries, as Samuel Madhuvanta made no mistake with the kicks off the tees. And the scores read 20 points to 10 here at Havelock Park, as the home team is in with a surprise 10-point lead. We will go in for a quick commercial break and be back with first half highlights and second half action on the other side.
Kamuda macang, prima kotumi, fantamai.
Prima kotumi, oh my, my. තමයි. ළඟින්ම ඉන්න friendship බොමයි ඒ friendship එක තව සුබ වෙන්නයි.
හිතේ ආදරේ අප්ඩේට් වෙන්නයි ඒ ආදර දෙවියම සුබ වෙන්නයි. මේ හැම වෙලාවම perfect වෙන්නයි ඒ හැම අයටම සුබ දේ වෙන්නයි. ලංකාව පුරා සතුට connect වේ හැම සම්බන්ධයක සුබ එක වෙන්නයි.
ආවරණයෙන් නොදෙවෙනි එයාටෙල් සුබ සම්බන්ධයක්.
Kamuda macang, prima kottumi, fan tamai.
Prima kottumi, fan tamai. ළඟින්ම ඉන්න friendship බොමයි ඒ friendship එක තව සුබ වෙන්නයි.
හිතේ ආදරේ අප්ඩේට් වෙන්නයි ඒ ආදර දෙවියම සුබ වෙන්නයි. මේ හැම වෙලාවම perfect වෙන්නයි ඒ හැම අයටම සුබ දේ වෙන්නයි. ලංකාව පුරා සතුට connect වේ හැම සම්බන්ධයක සුබ එක වෙන්නයි.
ආවරණයෙන් නොදෙවෙනි එයාටෙල් සුබ සම්බන්ධයක්.
Prima kottumi, oh my my. Sunat vela manadam, made for life when I'm happening. Real rasa trending, when I go hot and spicy rasa king. Prima kottumi, fan tamai.
Catch the Proteas versus Pakistan across all 3 formats with 3 T20s, 3 ODIs and a 2-match test series this holiday season.
Prima kottumi, fan tamai. Prima kottumi, fan tamai.
It's time for a showdown with white and red in a scorching summer series where only the fearless dare to tread.
Tony DeSorzi, stop that! You cannot do that!
The powerful Proteas lining up in all their might, challenging Pakistan in a 3-division fight. Catch the Proteas versus Pakistan across all 3 formats with 3 T20s, 3 ODIs and a 2-match test series this holiday season.
ළඟින්ම ඉන්න friendship බොමයි ඒ friendship එක තව සුබ වෙන්නයි.
හිතේ ආදරේ අප්ඩේට් වෙන්නයි ඒ ආදර දෙවියම සුබ වෙන්නයි. මේ හැම වෙලාවම perfect වෙන්නයි ඒ හැම අයටම සුබ දේ වෙන්නයි. ලංකාව පුරා සතුට connect වේ හැම සම්බන්ධයක සුබ එක වෙන්නයි.
ආවරණයෙන් නොදෙවෙනි එයාටෙල් සුබ සම්බන්ධයක්.
Hot and spicy fun vibe එක විවර කරන්න. Beat එක remake කරන්නට වෙන්න. හදවත බාවලා යන්න ගින්නර fashion කරන්න. Fun තුරන්න කොතුමි kick එක වෙන්න. Prima kottumi, fan tamai.
It's time for a showdown with white and red in a scorching summer series where only the fearless dare to tread.
Tony DeSorzi, stop that! You cannot do that!
The powerful Proteas lining up in all their might, challenging Pakistan in a 3-division fight. Catch the Proteas versus Pakistan across all 3 formats with 3 T20s, 3 ODIs and a 2-match test series this holiday season.
First and exclusive.
What do they want from us? We are their plaything. I'm not supposed to be here, and I'm not staying here. Maybe if I had your heart, you would love me the way he loves you. Hi, Mason. I'm your negotiator.
I'm happy it's you.
You just have to keep one step ahead of her.
2 objects cannot occupy the same point in space at the same moment in time. If you get into one of my cars, you get in the wing.
First and exclusive. All new on Saturdays.
Kamuda macang, prima kottumi, fan tamai.
Hot and spicy fun vibe එක විවර කරන්න. Beat එක remake කරන්නට වෙන්න. හදවත බාවලා යන්න ගින්නර fashion කරන්න. Fun තුරන්න කොතුමි kick එක වෙන්න. Prima kottumi, fan tamai.
Macang ya muda macang, 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 macang ya muda macang. Kamuda macang, prima kottumi, fan tamai. Kamuda macang, prima kottumi, fan tamai.
Australia versus India, the toughest rivalry. only on Star Sports Network.
Catch the Proteas versus Pakistan across all 3 formats with 3 T20s, 3 ODIs and a 2-match test series this holiday.
Welcome back to this live telecast on the Papare as we are moments away from kicking off this second half. If the first half was anything to go by, no doubt this second half too will live up to its tag. But before we go further, let's have a look at the highlights from the first half. Sandesh kicked things off and there was action straight away as Samuel Madhuanta received a penalty for Havelock Sports Club and pierced the posts. However, Tarinder Ratwata scored one of the most easiest tries he would score and he made no mistake with the conversion. Then on, it was Kandy. However, Jayadu Rajaratna, he had other ideas as he picked off a pass and went over under the post to score Havelock's first try of the half. That too went converted by Samuel Madhuanta. After that, Samuel Madhuanta notched over yet another penalty. But this was the moment of the game where things turned on its head. Kavindu Perera, he received his marching orders for that high tackle. However, Kandy, we all know what they are capable of and they struck back straight away. Tarinder Ratwata off the tee, made no mistake. But on the stroke of half time, it was Azmir Fajuddin who scored that try of that line out move, which put the home team in cruise control at 20 points to 10 with a 10-point advantage going into lemons. And now it's game on here at Havelock Park, Sabir.
Yeah, absolutely, Kandy. I'm sure Coach Fazil Marija with some instruction and they will house to set to attack in the Havelock's half. This is where Havelocks have to be very careful. A, you're playing with the man advantage, and B, do not concede, make that discipline, make those penalty counts less, because all the penalties could end up in at least 3 points in the opposite half, especially Havelocks conceding them. So discipline is vital. And also play the territorial game, put Kandy on the back foot, whereas on the other hand, Kandy would love to, would definitely want to attack in the Havelock's 22.
Nigel Ratwat prepares to kick off this second half. But news coming in is that Tarinder Ratwat, by the looks of it, has been replaced after he had a shoulder knock. And he has been replaced by the potent Danushka Ranjan as he makes his return to Havelock Park. Nigel Ratwat kicks off the second half, collected by the try scorer, Azmir Fajuddin, that is, as Havelock Sports Club secures possession just outside that 22. Udara Lakshan takes it up into contact. Mohammad Rifan creating an angle for his box kick and drops it straight, and a massive tackle coming in by Mushin Falil. As well, Havelocks are here to play, Sabir. Here goes Tilina Bandara, takes it into contact. Mushin Falil though in a bit of strife.
Oh, Mushin Falil, take a bow. That chase on Heshan Jansen. Not letting the scrum half to move. But unfortunately, he's in trouble. Hope it's not that serious. The men in pink need him. Here's that catch. Lovely kick by Mohammad Rifan and Moshin Falil up like a flash, and some Superman acrobatics onto his right, wrapping Heshan Jansen, which makes Nigel Ratwat to play halfback.
But by the looks of it, that tackle comes at a cost, as Mushin Falil seems to be getting a bit of attention on his knees. They were both heavily strapped before kickoff.
Yeah, he didn't play the last week game against Police. He was arrested, especially with that injury. And unfortunately, he looks all right. Interesting. He's look fit, Romario.
Back up on his feet. And
maybe playing that tactics, kill some time.
Same side, bro.
Well, just coming out from the half time. But for all Havelock's supporters watching, good news is that Mushin Falil is back on his feet.
Bye. Sit. Steady, steady.
Now feeding the scrum. Heshan Jansen. Massive pressure coming in by Kandy Sports Club, but Havelock's holding on. Here goes the Hun. Gives it out to Heshan Jansen. He puts in a grubber as he puts Havelock's back inside their own half.
There's nothing much on it. Jansen playing that territorial. This is what I mentioned about. You need to play. You need to go into that opposite half and then try to win a penalty or make and create an unforced error. And put Havelocks on the back foot. That's where you build pressure for the opposition team.
Fajuddin throw into a four-man line out. Finds Udara Lakshan in the front. Here goes Fajuddin yet again. Brought down by Vavala Pandita. Silva tries to rip. Was Nigel to no avail. Now to the line. Here goes Mushin Falil. Shovels it away to Samuel Madhuanta. But has he got a bit too much on that kick? Yes, he has, as the ball is dotted down in goal.
That's some clever play. Havelocks would fancy that kick to go into the 5-meter mark. Perhaps that would end up in a 50-22. But on the other hand, with this goal line dropout, Havelock still has the opportunity to win the ball back unless Kandy wins it. So the idea is really clear, to put the pressure. Both teams are trying to play in the opposite half.
Now Nigel Ratwat from under his uprights. Kicks it deep. Collected by Rifan. Gives it out to Chatura Dilshan. He gets ahead of steam. Winds himself up and runs over the first would-be tackler. Rifan to his skipper. Here goes Abdullah Faiz. Now through the back door goes Sandesh Jayavikrama to his brother Sudesh. Abdullah Faiz. Beg your pardon, Azmir Fajuddin. Shoveled on by Silva. Now Mushin Falil to the boot. But just overcooked just that little bit as Jayatura Ajaratna fumbles it into touch.
Well, I don't mind creating all these opportunities, but again, it was not coming from a penalty advantage. Keep the position, kill some time, build that momentum, try to create that overlap outside. We'll see how costly that decision might come, but it was inside the breadbasket of the winger. Then, of course, there's an opportunity to score, but it was a high risk, giving away position.
High risk, high reward. However, this time around, not meant to be for Havelock Sports Club. Now Heshan Jansen preparing to feed the scrum inside his own 22.
Steady, steady.
Hot inside his own red zone. Pressure coming in by Havelocks. But Kandy, hold on. Gives it out to Nigel. And he puts a massive kick. Takes play back out of his own 22-meter line.
Yeah, again Nigel under pressure. Both men attacking Sinal Dilaka and the scrum of Mohammad Rishan. Mohammad Rifan, but Nigel that time made it sure. It's just outside the 22. Here's the replacement, Danushka Ranjan, former Tusker, former Havelocks himself.
Fajuddin hits his target. No, he doesn't. Line out picked off. Here goes the big number 3, Milan. Kandy Sports Club secure possession. They are inside their own half. Heshan Jansen with nothing really on. Opts for the box kick. Collected by Jayathu Rajaratne. Well, no, he doesn't, as Dinar Lekanayaka makes no mistake in the air. Now, Kandy Sports Club hot on attack. Here goes Nigel, but he's shoveled to the floor by Sudesh Jayavikrama, that is. Big lock forward, Chatura Soisa takes it up into contact. Jayathu Rajaratne still on the floor as Dilshan Farid takes it, but the referee is not too happy with the action, going too close to the player on the floor as he brings play to a halt.
Quite unfortunate incident. Have his player down. Here's that incident. And both going for the ball and... oh dear. His head straight away knocks on. That's pretty bad.
Bit of whiplash as he landed on the floor. Can see his neck and head just striking the floor. Jayathu Rajaratne, that is.
Yeah, the try scorer. And he's been tested by the doctor. The questions on this occasion with related to concussion. What's the match they're playing? Where is the game is happening? Who is the opponent, etc. But hope he's all right.
Trying to milk it as much as possible was Jayathu Rajaratne, but the referee was having none of it. Callum Sandaruan.
And that's also a much needed 2 minutes breather for all the players, especially Kandy, now in a lovely attacking position.
Crouch.
Now Heshan Jansen inside the Havelock's half, prepares to feed the scrum.
Flankers bind, flankers, number 7.
Gets the ball in. Scrum swivels around, but here goes Nigel. Danushka Ranjan beats the first man. However, he's just brought to the floor. Kandy Sports Club now on attack. Here goes the big hooker, Dilshan Farid. Kandy through their skipper. Now Nigel trying to make something, but a good tackle coming in. Spot tackle by Dinupa Seneviratne on Shahid Zumri. At first receiver is Srinath Surya Bandara, however isolated. Turnover goes the way of Havelock Sports Club. As Senal Silva has been sent to the bin for back chat. This is not the first week that is happening.
Mario. This is not the first time Senal Dilaka. He was the culprit in the previous game for also this back chat. Oh dear, you have won a penalty.
Play on.
What a brilliant work by Azmir Fajuddin. Kandy player completely isolated. Azmir Fajuddin up like a flash, going into that low center of gravity. Takes that turnover, but come on. This is not what you want from the Park Club. Discipline, all that matters.
Experienced Senal Dilaka receives his marching orders as
referee already warned that in the first half. Not once, Romario, twice. Let him do the referee. Do the officiate work. Here's that tackle. And then Fajuddin. Too easy for him. And then there comes for talking.
Now Shahid Zumri lining up this penalty. He would have done this many a time for Isipatana's Now in the Kandy jumper, just pushes it away as Samuel Madhuwantha. He clears his lines and Havelocks live to fight another day.
Pressure, pressure, pressure. Pressure is building, time is ticking. We are into almost the 50th minute. And the scoreboard still remains. Shahid Zumri, he have done maybe hundreds and thousands of times of those place kicking in this same venue. Used to be his home ground, but that's the difference between a school game and a club game. Certainly he got all the skills in the world. But when it comes to high-paced game temperament, still a long way to go.
Now Dilshan Farid hits his target. Vavala Pandita that is. Maul sacked successfully by Havelock Sports Club. Here goes the big prop forward Malitha. Now Farid comes for more. Pumping his legs. Still on his feet. But he's brought to the floor. Kandy Sports Club still with 14 men. However, Havelocks 2 are a man light as Senal Dilaka has been sent to the bin. Now,
dear oh dear, that's quite unfortunate, Romario. Tarandu Chaturanga with that pass from Heshan Jansen, he knocks it on and the player is accidental offside. As a result, it's going to be a turnover position. Quite unfortunate between those loose forwards, 8 and 6 combining. And
he will be kicking himself as Samuel Madhuwantha puts in a massive touch finder. See the replay here, Sabir.
Yeah, Jansen with the ball to the... In fact, it's the number 1, I'm afraid. Dilan Malitha. And Chaturanga was accidental offside. Unfortunate. Perhaps, I'm not sure why Heshan Jansen changed the attacking direction, Romario. Perhaps they would have gone into the left side once again. Because all these 3 forwards were there. And he was signaling them to come to his right.
10 seconds more. Hurry up, quick. Gap.
Now Azmir Fajudeen.
Hurry up.
Thrown in to a full 8-man line out. Havelock Sports Club. They are still with the lead. Shem Mendes collects it and here's the Havelock Small for the first time in this game. One stop, says the referee. However, the Maul is still moving forward. Good pressure coming in by Havelock Sports Club. Here goes Fajudeen. Taken down by Bandara. But Havelock Sports Club still with possession. Inside their opponent's 22. Udara Lakshan. He's put on his backside. Rifan directing traffic. Chatura Dilshan that is. That was rather. However, just his hands letting him down and the ball has been lost forward. So yet another attacking opportunity for Havelock Sports Club. And they don't come away with points.
Havelocks with their trademark line-out drive. I thought for an instant that Azmir Fajrin should have broken earlier. He went 10 seconds engaging too late. Because there was numbers into his right side with 2-man advantage.
Now Heshan Jansen prepares to feed the scrum, but the referee isn't too happy with how steady the scrum was.
All Havelocks don't want is to concede a penalty. And they have to be patient. Kandy obviously try to kick this to out of jail territory.
Sit. Right, good.
Scrum sets up as Heshan Jansen rolls the ball. Here goes Dahan. He's well marshalled by Chatura Dilshan. Kandy Sports Club through Nigel Ratwatta. Does not find touch. Jayatu Rajaratna. Numbers on the outside. Here goes Samuel Madhuwantha. Puts in a bit of a chip kick. However, just a bit too much on that kick. And you can see Dinupa Seneviratna saying that needed to come through the hands.
Well, Samuel Madhuanta, that kick is not a bad option, but there's no communication between him and the winger who's chasing that.
Cramp.
And it was, by the looks of it, it was 3v2 on that occasion.
Nigel Ratwatta puts in the 22-meter restart. Now Samuel Madhuanta from inside his own 50 puts in a high up and under. Collected well, but a stray boot catches Sandesh Jayavikrama. However, that's all good. Here goes Milan. Tries to repeat, was Janidu Fernando. Now Heshan Jansen puts in a massive box kick, marshalled and collected by Rifan. As he gives it, drops it short to Dinupa Seneviratne. Now isolated was Rifan. The referee says that the ball has been won by Havelocks, and now Kandy had to let that go. Here goes Janidu. Still going. Barging his way forward. Now Sandesh to Samuel. A long cutout pass to Jayatu Rajaratne. He steps. Tries to beat Dinal Ekanayaka, but he's brought down. Well marshalled. Havelock Sports Club still secures possession. Here goes Janidu Dilshan. Chatura Dilshan, rather, beg your pardon. Still Havelocks with possession. Men on the floor. But well done by Sudesh Jayavikrama, that is. Now, here goes Havelock Sports Club, and Shem Mendes loses the ball cold. And Dinal Ekanayaka, he's first. And here goes Danushka Ranjan, trying to make something out of it. However, bodies all over the floor. Still, both teams with their hearts on their sleeves. Kandy Sports Club now through the back door. Good defense coming in, but Nigel evades. And Dinupa Seneviratne. Well, decision time.
Not yellow card.
The referee says clearly not a yellow card. It would have been interesting to see.
A replay. Yeah, perhaps he went from both hands. And he went for the catch. We have a better view once we look at the replay. But good timing for Kandy to come into the Havelock's 22 after nearly spending pretty much 10 minutes in their own half. Here's that replay. Nigel Ratwatta steps.
Number one.
And he's trying to use that interception. So both hands.
Number one.
He's clearly going for the catch.
Havelocks will be kicking themselves because they were inside their opponent's half and inside their red zone as well. But they come away with no points. Now it's Kandy's opportunity. Into a full man line out, full 8-man line out.
Wait.
Dilshan Farid
Time off.
prepares to throw, but the referee says time is still off, lads.
Still Senal Dilaka, the flanker, is out. So the numbers 14 all. A forward from Havelocks, a three-quarter from Kandy is out.
Dilshan Farid hits Vavala Pandita as the maul is set up this time. And an advantage is coming.
Number 5 collapsing.
Janidu Fernando is the guilty party as the Havelocks defense is pushed back.
Number 5 collapse.
Kandy just lack direction in that maul as the referee goes back for the penalty. Chance after chance. Kandy Sports Club building their way forward, and now they are about 6 meters away from the Havelock's try line.
Yeah, that's quite unfortunate. Janidu Fernando, who got caught in that driving maul. He didn't have much of an option but to go to the ground.
Changes have been made. Charana Sendanayaka finds himself coming on, replacing Shehan Silva. Crucial maul defense coming up for Havelock Sports Club. But Kandy driving their way forward. Just a couple of inches away, meters away. Here goes Kandy Sports Club. through their big number 38 and they score. That's Akil Mohammed getting the try for Kandy Sports Club, and they cut their deficit to 5 points with the conversion to come.
And that is certainly a momentum shifter. And the replacement, we can see Wajid Fahmi. But the try scorer was the number 38, Akil Mohammed. This is what happened when you concede a penalty. 20 points to 15 with the conversion to come, but that was a pretty decent line-out drive. Here's that. Kandy pushing. And then it's always hard to stop that attacking driving maul in that 5-meter zone.
And straight away, Nigel Ratwatta has assumed kicking duties from youngster. And Nigel, by the looks of it, makes no mistake. Adds the extras and cuts the deficit further. A 3-point game here at Havelock Park as things are heating up.
It is heating up indeed. Another 20 minutes, last quarter is here, but Nigel Ratwatta making that no mistake, much needed, very important 2 points. And just over 20 minutes remaining. Anything can happen. We are witnessing a seesaw battle.
Crucial 20 minutes left. Kandy Sports Club chasing the game. Havelock Sports Club trying to set the pace. Sandesh Jayavikrama puts in the restart. Corrected by Tarandu Chaturanga. He drops it off to Wajid Fahmi. He's wriggling his way forward. Now the Havelock's tacklers roll away. Ball emerges out as Heshan Jansen puts in a high up and under. Dinaleka Nayaka chase in. Safe as a house was Samuel Madhuanta, but he secures possession. Deputizing is Samuel. Sandesh rather. Here goes Charana Sendanayaka. Beats one, beats two. Takes about 3 men to bring him down. Slowed it down really well by Tarandu Chaturanga, but to the line they go. Now Sudesh Jayavikrama shows, drops it short. Jayatu Rajaratna, the try scorer, beats one, beats two, but he's brought down. Dilshan Farid trying to jackal his way, but does not manage to do so. Now Udara Lakshan with possession. Havelocks inside their opponent's 22. Silva gets the offload away. Here goes Chatura Dilshan. Now numbers on the outside. Senal Silva fresh from the bin. Ball has been turned over by their skipper, Kandy's that is. Srinath Surya Bandara to save the day. Jansen to Nigel Ratwatta as he scraps his way and clears his lines.
Oh, Srinath Surya Bandara, what a turnover. There's a 5 points on the cards. Shenal Dilekar going into contact, and Surya Bandara, it was a try-saving turnover. Would certainly worth looking at that replay.
Indeed, a great turnover, and what a time to come up with that.
That is experience. Quite often than not, we have seen Surya Bandara's attacking powerhouse, but this time captain leading from the front. And that turnover, we'll find out in another 20 minutes time how important, how crucial is that.
Now Havelock Sports Club know that they need points. But Kandy on the other hand, they need to keep Havelock Sports Club at bay. The referee having a bit of a discussion with his AR. The change for Havelock Sports Club was Charna Sendanayaka coming in for their skipper Abdullah Faiz and not Shehan Silva, as Silva still finds himself on the field.
Penalty on ne. Captain.
The turnover, Sabir.
Here's that replay. Sanal Dilaka goes into contact and Surya Bandara.
Penalty me maru.
Questionable was if he was supporting his body weight, but what a turnover that was.
Yeah, he was going.
Get back.
By the looks of it, play is going to be resumed with a penalty for the visitors, as the referee deems that the charge on the kicker on Nigel Ratwath was late. There you see it, confirmation.
Yet again, Havelocks could not trouble the scoreboard. This must be hurting now. For the last 20 minutes, they dominate the Kandy. 22, at least 10 plus minutes.
And they leave empty-handed, not once but twice.
This is where the captain and the leaders, senior players, have to come in terms of managing the game.
Dilshan Farid throwing into a shortened line out. At the tail collects, and that is Vavala Pandita. Kandy Sports Club still inside their own half. Heshan Jansen puts in a high up and under. Chasing is Shahid Zumri. Good contest, says the referee, as Harusha Pereira has come on for Havelock Sports Club. Now a good kick. Sandesh's kick chased by Sudesh. Let bounce by Srinath Surya Bandara as he puts boot to ball. Dropped cold and penalty. Penalty all day long for Havelock, for Kandy Sports Club. Taken quickly. Here goes Srinath Surya Bandara. 10 okay. 10 meters is fine, says the referee. Now to the line goes Kandy Sports Club, but a massive hit comes in. Mushin Falil, that is. Sudesh Jayavikrama just unable to get the turnover. However, Heshan Jansen loses possession.
Wow, advantage is over. Referee did say 10 okay. And Nigel Ratwath, not a happy customer. But Havelocks, again I hear so many players asking for penalty. And referee clearly instructed, like this captain speak and not the rest of the players. Don't want to concede a yellow card at this point. Here's that replay. Good battle on the ground. And Jansen, he tries to pick that, and there he makes the fumble. It deflects from his teammate. Tilna Bandara's knee.
Now Mohammad Rifan feeding the scrum. Chatura Dilshan leaves it to Rifan. Here goes Mushin, drops it short. Sandesh Jayavikrama tries to shovel it on. However, the ball is still in the field of play. Jayatu Rajaratna with possession. Havelock Sports Club. Mohammad Rifan diving over. Here's a contest by Kandy Sports Club. And the ball was available, says the referee, but Havelocks were just a bit too slow to use it. And the visitors receive a scrum.
Yeah, it was too slow, and also there was not enough numbers. Kandy, on the other hand, they need position. They need to win that all the counter. And they did rightly to win the position back.
The pace of the game seems to be getting to everyone. Bodies all over on the floor. As we see the replay, Sabir.
Yeah, Sandesh Jayavikrama with a no-look pass to the try scorer on number 14 shirt. And as he goes to the ground, Mushin Falil. Here the ball pops out. And the scrum of Rishan. Mohammad Rifan. He was isolated, but here Havelocks taking so much time. Kandy countering that, and as a result, they won that scrum. Brilliant work by Kandy.
Mushin Falil is being replaced by Dinanda Vikramarachchi.
Crouch.
Ishan Jansen preparing to feed the scrum. Pressure coming in as Havelock Sports Club wins the penalty. Charana Sendanayaka, the replacement prop forward, he has been deemed to be the player who pushed as Kandy Sports Club were unable to hold his weight.
Well, I thought for an instant that Havelock's pushing that to the sideways would be interesting for a replay. Here's that replay. Here's the scrum. Yeah, early push as well. And they're taking it outside. Sideways rather. Wheeling it.
Questionable. Well, it's up in the air. However, Havelock Sports Club marched themselves into the red zone of Kandy Sports Club.
Yeah, perhaps the referee see anything from the other hand, the tight head engaging in that side. This is where, you know, the support from the assistant referees in terms of communication as well.
Azmir Fajuddin hits his target. Shem Mendes, that is. Maul has been turned around as Tarundu Chaturanga and Tilina Bandara disrupting well. The question was, did they come from behind the hindmost foot, or did they just swim around the defensive player, the attacking players?
Whatever it is, Romario, but Havelock's, especially given the game, understanding the nature, they have to come with points. And this is not happening for the second half at all, for the last 26 minutes, despite the fact they are dominating the Kandy half. And Kandy, on the other hand, they will take all this opportunity gracefully, especially when you are man down.
Crouch. Bind. Sit.
Havelock's dominating field position, but nothing to show on the scoreboard in the second half. Pressure coming in for a second time. This time around though, they clear their lines. Does Kandy Sports Club. The kick sits up beautifully. However, just that pass not going to hand for Srinath Surya Bandara. He will be thoroughly disappointed with that.
Absolutely, but Shahid Zumri, I think Coach Fazil Marija have given him the license to do all his skills, and that was a sensational cross kick. And you cannot predict this bounce of this odd-shaped rugby ball, but that was bounces nicely to Srinath Surya Bandar, the skipper. Unfortunately, the butterfingers comes and he knocks it on. Here's that replay. Yeah, quite unfortunate. You don't see that often coming from this man, the legend for Sri Lanka Tuskers. Here's that all tensed Kandy coaching setup. Fazil Marija, Henry Terrence and the manager Kapila.
Now Mohammad Rifan on the Kandy 22. Ball coming in, but a massive shunt from Kandy Sports Club, and they win the penalty this time around. Kandy Sports Club school Havelock in their own scrum.
Again, it's not working, it's not going well, and the time is ticking. If Kandy pull this out, this is one of the best ever club rugby encounter that we are going to witness, especially a man down, especially you are trailing 10 points behind at the first half.
You would call it a great escape for Kandy Sports Club, but still we have about 11 minutes or so left.
Hurry up, quick.
Will it be the home team who hold on, or will it be Kandy coming in from behind? Dilshan Farid hits his target. Yes, he does. Now Ratwatta gives it out to Wajid Faumi. Good tackle by Dinada. Danushka Ranjan shovels it on. Shahid Zumri, step in, beat in one, beat in two, going straight through. Shahid Zumri makes a half break, but a turnover comes. Shenal Dilaka, what a time to win that turnover. Sandesh Jayavikrama spots some space at the back. End over end, the kick bounces. And does it go dead in goal? Yes, it does. So the play will come all the way back to where it was kicked from.
Yeah, quite unfortunate. Sandesh Jayavikrama did the right thing to put the kick into the back fielder, but unfortunately that kick doesn't find touch. Instead it goes to the deadline. So the play will come back from the place where Sandesh put that kick with Kandy's scrum. Again, apologies if you picked up any foul language through the microphones. But Senal Dilaka's turnover also in vain. But Shahid Zumri, he's been sensational with that steps. Here is that dancing towards his left and right, and comes to the gate, and a lovely fend to former Isipathana captain, and a good power one-on-one here. Dilaka make amends with that turnover. Excellent work, but it goes in vain.
Now the young Havelock's team, will they be able to hold on? Pressure coming in by the Kandy scrum. Wajid Fahmy breaks. Going in for the turnover was Chatura Dilshan. But the referee said that he needs to let it come. Havelock Sports Club defending with their hearts on their sleeve. Kandy on the other hand are attacking like there is no tomorrow. No. Now to the line. Here goes Nigel Ratwatha. Step in, beating a couple of players, breaking the line. Kandy Sports Club through Tilina Bandara. Bumps off one. He's brought down by Azmir Fajuddin. Heshan Jansen. Here goes Danushka Ranjan, was it? Charna Sendanayaka putting his head in and winning the turnover. Timely intervention there by the prop forward. And Havelock Sports Club gets yet another reprieve.
Wow. Defense, patience, defense, defense, patience. And Kandy, unfortunately, man isolated. Great recovery on the breakdown by the Havies. Here's that replay. And Wajid Fahmy into the contact. Jayavikrama. And that was replacement. Charna Sendanayaka was the man who did all those hard work. But initially it was Nigel Ratwatha with a lovely step into his right, into his left. And then from there the finishing is not in favor. Still plenty of time. We just heard from the referee's microphone, 7+ minutes remaining. We can always see there's still time for a last minute try from Zumri or even a drop goal from Samuel Madhuanta. Anything could happen.
Indeed, anything could happen. About 7.5 minutes left on the clock. Game swinging from side to side. However, the scoreline, it hasn't changed much in the second half. Just a solitary converted try from Kandy Sports Club is all that any team could manage as points come in this second half. Samuel Madhuanta puts in a massive touch finder. Havelocks still inside their own half, however.
Oh yeah. With the attack, Fajuddin been outstanding so far. Also, Havelock's forwards have shown lots of character in this game. Regardless of one scrum penalty being conceded. But other than that, very innovative lineouts we have witnessed from this team. They scored a try, of course, in the first half.
Azmir Fajuddin. hits Shem Mendes. No, he doesn't. Yet another line out goes astray. Now Kandy Sports Club to the line. Wajid Fahmy gives it to Shahid Zumri. Tries to get away, but he's well marshalled by Sudesh Jayavikrama. Kandy Sports Club still with possession. Holding on. Yet another penalty. Yet another penalty won at the breakdown. This time around, everyone seems to be pointing at the posts for Havelock Sports Club because they are desperate for points, are they, Sabir?
And not only points, why not if you have the kicker like Samuel Madhuanta, who certainly has the distance. All what he needs to do is make the direction into count. And once again with that breakdown, excellent piece of work by Havi's defense. Nigel Ratwat and Charana, the big replacement.
Behind the ball.
And he was holding on clearly.
You don't see that too often from a prop forward. But 2 turnovers in as many minutes. How crucial will they be? Now, Samuel Madhuanta lining the kick up amidst pin drop silence. He gets good purchase. However, just under the crossbar goes the ball as Surya Bandara step in, weave in his way, beating 3-4 defenders, and here goes Kandy running from inside their own half.
No hands.
Heshan Jansen wasn't too happy,
Kill the game.
but Dinada Vikramarachchi, he receives his marching orders, and now what sort of pressure does he put his team under, Sabir?
Unfortunately, he's not having his time since he came off the bench. Here's that replay, and the referee clearly said hands off, and unfortunately he has to go to the sin bin perhaps until the end of the game. Not only this offense, Romario, he did concede a couple of other offense as well in this second half. Crucial blow, but that kick just going under the crossbar.
Now into an 8-man line out. Prepares to throw. Dilshan Farid. Changes coming in. By the looks of it, Srinath Surya Bandara is on the floor, receiving attention. Not a good sight off your screen.
And we haven't thought about a draw as yet, Romario. And one penalty, one kickable penalty would equal the score 20 all. But would Kandy be content with the 20 a draw? Perhaps yes, after conceding Kavinda Pereira a red card on the 20th minute. And also it's time to look at the man of the match. Both teams have some key players talking about the performance. Havelock's scrum half once again, continuing from where he left last week at this Park Club against Police.
Dilshan Farid. Preparing to throw into the line out. Finds Tilna Bandara. Maul sets up for Havelock, for Kandy Sports Club. Beg your pardon. Janidu Fernando been marshalled and told to get back. Here goes Kandy with their big, massive forwards driving their way. The use it call coming by the referee. Now, here goes Dinar Lekanayaka, step in, tries to beat his man, but a massive tackle coming in by Mohammad Rifan. Kandy Sports Club with an advantage. Penalty coming their way. Massive numbers. Dilushka Dange, that is, in the bright white jersey. Kandy Sports Club on the up. Malitha tackled hard, brought to the floor. Senal Dilaka in the thick of the action. However, there was a knock on, says the referee, as he goes back for the advantage. The tackler did not roll away. And now Sabir, decision time.
Time indeed, Romario, decision. What will Srinath Suryabandara would think? Yes, Nigel Ratwatte goes to the touch. Kandy is going for the kill. And wow, if they can control this line out. And I don't think there's enough time left for Havelocks to come back. This is going to be a sensational finish.
What a finish we are headed to here at Havelock Park.
23 off.
Kandy Sports Club just 5 meters out from the Havelock try line. Changes been made by the home team, but there will not be a more important line out throughout their whole season than this. Dilshan Farid hits Tilina Bandara. The maul is set up. First shunt coming in by the home team. But here goes Kandy. Second shove coming in. The maul has been brought down. But massive tackles coming in as the home team are holding on by a whisker. Time running out. Here goes Heshan Jansen. Gives the ball to Wajid Fahmy. The ball squirts out. Havelock Sports Club tackling as if their hearts and their lives depend on it. Now, around they go. Kandy Sports Club. Rudina Lekanayaka dots down. Decision time. And the referee has a massive decision to make.
Unreal stuff by Kandy. What a lovely work. Nigel Ratwatte changing the direction from attack right to left, and he made the point to the scrum half Heshan Jansen, and Dina Lekanayaka.
Try is awarded. Kandy Sports Club. By the looks of it, they have won it in the dying embers. Here you go, Sabir Kader.
There we go. That's what Nigel Ratwatte changed the directions of the attack, and lovely offload or lovely long pass. Dina Lekanayaka speedster, too easy for him to dot it down. Especially you are missing Kavin Pereira in that attacking channel. What a sensational stuff by Kandy. They are the team who play for 80 minutes. This is an absolute roller coaster ride, and this is going to be inevitably right into the history books. Perhaps one of the best ever comeback, especially playing with 15 and 10 points down at that 20-minute start of the first quarter. And then, wow, Nigel Ratwatte with the conversion.
With a 2-point lead and a chance to extend it. Nigel Ratwatte from the touchline. He makes no mistake. The flags go up, and that's the game. Kandy Sports Club come from behind and secure a famous victory here at Havelock Park as they defeat the home team 24 points to 20. What a game, Sabir.
And the conversion did not bother because Kandy is already leading, but that kick is just a cherry on top of the cake. A brilliant finish. You can see the jubilant faces, and why not? Kandy had all those momentum, all those discipline in their own half, 22 meter after defensive quite well, and we are struggling to find out a player of the match, but we have to go to Chaturanga. Tarindu Chaturanga of Kandy Sports Club. He's been brilliant.
He has been massive in attack and in defense. And well, it was a mammoth task for us to pick a man of the match. But what a game we have witnessed here at Havelock Park. In the dying embers, Kandy Sports Club, like a thief in the night, through Dina Lekanayaka on the wing, picks Havelock's pocket, and the home team, well, they need to be they will be extremely disappointed because they were unable to close things out after a massive first half.
I'm sure. And you can see the fans' reaction. And I'm sure Kandy will watch this replay over and over again.
Here's the score confirmation. Kandy Sports Club coming in from behind and securing a famous victory.
Yeah.
Kandy Sports Club 24, Havelocks 20.
Kandy pull a rabbit out of the hat. That's the performance. And so many lessons you can learn from this, especially giving away a star player, going out at the red card on the 20th minute. This is the second half action, Kandy. In fact, it was Havelocks who dominated the Kandy half for the almost 10 minutes plus. And they could not trouble the scoreboard. The replacement, number 38, coming off the bench. It was Akil who scored that try. And then Nigel Ratwate made no mistake with the conversion. Credit should go to Malita Vijayasundara as well, the loose head prop. On that occasion, Sinal Dilaka winning a penalty. And here's that winning try. Here's that beautiful work try. Nigel Ratwate, Kandy was attacking to his right, and then he made the decision. Great understanding, great awareness between the halfback combination. Changes direction, and absolutely masterclass by Kandy. Super stuff.
Massive effort by the visitors as they come back from behind and steal this game in the dying embers. After the full-time whistle, Nigel Ratwate set up Dinal Ekanayaka as he dots down for the all-important try. Here are the key stats. Kandy Sports Club scoring 3 tries, converting 3 with a solitary penalty. Havelocks, on the other hand, managed just 2 tries, 2 conversions and 2 penalties. Tarandu Chaturanga, for his efforts in the loose, wins himself the Papare Player of the Match. But what a game we witnessed, Sabir, here at Havelock Park.
Absolutely, indeed. And like I said, it's Kandy will watch the replay, and so many learning points from this game. And next week, Kandy will have a break.
Yes,
a
Sabir.
much needed break, I would say.
Kandy will be receiving the bye, and it will be Navy Sports Club hosting Police at Valisara. CHNFC taking on Army. Havelocks will be back home here at the park as they host Sri Lions, and Yafos, to round off the week, will be taking on CRNFC, the defending champions, at Ratmalana. So plenty of rugby lined up and plenty of action still left in this Mastercard Interclub Rugby League season 2024-2025. And until we see you next time, from me, Romario, and Sabir Kader, along with our technical and production crew, it's thank you and goodbye.
Kamuda macang, prima kottumi, fanta mai.
Hot and spicy fun vibe Rugby Barakaranga Beat එක remake කරන්නට වෙන්න හදවත බාවලා යන්න ගින්නර fashion කරන්න fun තුරන්න කොතුමි කික් කොල්ලන්න Prima කොතුමි fun තමයි.
It's time for a showdown with white and red in a scorching summer series where only the fearless dare to tread.
Tony DeSorzi, stop that! You cannot do that!
The powerful Proteas lining up in all their might, challenging Pakistan in a 3-division fight. Catch the Proteas versus Pakistan across all 3 formats with 3 T20s, 3 ODIs and a 2-match test series this holiday season. Catch the Proteas versus Pakistan across all 3 formats with 3 T20s, 3 ODIs and a 2-match test series this holiday season.
Prima kottumi oh my my sunat vela managam made full life happening real rusty trending very go hot and spicy recipe Prima kottumi fun tamai.
Matang ya muda matang, 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 matang ya muda matang. Kamuda matang, prima kottumi, fanta mai.
Prima kottumi fun tamai.
Australia versus India, the toughest rivalry. Only on Star Sports Network.
Prima kottumi fun tamai. Laginma inna friendship bomai e friendship එක තව සුබ වෙන්නයි
හිතේ ආදරේ අප්ඩේට් වෙන්නයි ඒ ආදර දෙවියම සුබ වෙන්නයි මේ හැම වෙලාවෙම perfect වෙන්නයි ඒ හැම අයටම සුබ දේ වෙන්නයි ලංකාව පුරා සතුට connect වේ හැම සම්බන්ධයක සුබ එක් වෙන්නයි
ආවරණයෙන් නොදෙවෙනි එයාටෙල් සුබ සම්බන්ධයක්.
Hot and spicy fun vibe Rugby Barakaranga Beat එක remake කරන්නට වෙන්න හදවත බාවලා යන්න ගින්නර fashion කරන්න fun තුරන්න කොතුමි කික් කොල්ලන්න Prima කොතුමි fun තමයි.
Kamuda macang, prima kottumi, fanta mai.
Laginma inna friendship bomai e friendship එක තව සුබ වෙන්නයි
හිතේ ආදරේ අප්ඩේට් වෙන්නයි ඒ ආදර දෙවියම සුබ වෙන්නයි මේ හැම වෙලාවෙම perfect වෙන්නයි ඒ හැම අයටම සුබ දේ වෙන්නයි ලංකාව පුරා සතුට connect වේ හැම සම්බන්ධයක සුබ එක් වෙන්නයි
ආවරණයෙන් නොදෙවෙනි එයාටෙල් සුබ සම්බන්ධයක්.
Laginma inna friendship bomai e friendship එක තව සුබ වෙන්නයි
හිතේ ආදරේ අප්ඩේට් වෙන්නයි ඒ ආදර දෙවියම සුබ වෙන්නයි මේ හැම වෙලාවෙම perfect වෙන්නයි ඒ හැම අයටම සුබ දේ වෙන්නයි ලංකාව පුරා සතුට connect වේ හැම සම්බන්ධයක සුබ එක් වෙන්නයි
ආවරණයෙන් නොදෙවෙනි එයාටෙල් සුබ සම්බන්ධයක්.
It's time for a showdown with white and red in a scorching summer series where only the fearless dare to tread.
Tony DeSorzi, stop that! You cannot do that!
The powerful Proteas lining up in all their might, challenging Pakistan in a 3-division fight. Catch the Proteas versus Pakistan across all 3 formats with 3 T20s, 3 ODIs and a 2-match test series this holiday season.
Kamuda macang, prima kottumi, fanta mai. Matang ya muda macang, 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 matang ya muda macang. Kamuda macang, prima kottumi, fanta mai.
Prima kottumi oh my my sunat vela managam made full life happening real rusty trending very go hot and spicy recipe Prima kottumi fun tamai. Prima kottumi fun tamai.
First and exclusive.
What do they want from us? We are their plaything. I'm not supposed to be here, and I'm not staying here. Maybe if I had your heart, he would love me the way he loves you.
Hi, Mason. I'm your negotiator.
I'm happy it's you. Just have to keep one step ahead of her.
Two objects cannot occupy the same point in space at the same moment in time. If you get into one of my cars, you get in the wing.
First and exclusive. All new on Saturdays.
Hot and spicy fun vibe with the Americana. We take a remake karana tavinna. Hada wada bawlayana ginna fashion karana. Fun turana kotumi kikki kolena. Creama kotumi fun tamai.
Catch the Proteas versus Pakistan across all 3 formats with 3 T20s, 3 ODIs and a 2-match test series this holiday season.